looks like the squad is back together. Scrap that, I'm going solo. Hello everyone, it's your crownless mode squad member, him. And I am back to bag season 5 another crown. Wow, it feels so weird being back, but I am so ready to take on whatever comes my way, and whoever walks through that door. The last time I was here, which was All Stars 2, I had Edna mode by my side, and the time before that I had both Yzma and Edna mode. We created one of the most iconic groups in this entire franchise, the Mode Squad. But I am back to prove I can stand on my own. What have I been doing since All Stars 2? Well, I was a judge on Yzma's drag race, but that only lasted one season. We had to give Edna mode a crown somehow. But I've stepped up my drag, and I have learned the lyrics to Bad Romance, which unfortunately cost me a shot at the season 5 crown. But I am going to be a force in this competition, and these queens will want to get rid of me just like Velma did on All Stars 2. Am I really the first one here? I don't want to say it, because they always say first one in, and last one out, and we know that's not always the case, so I'm not jinxing myself, and now I'm wondering who else is coming. And what franchises are going to be represented. I can't wait to see how this turns out, and I can't wait for these bitches to gag when they see me here.
I'm up to my old tricks again.
Oh, interesting. I know her. I can't quite remember her name right now, but I know she's on Kim Possible's franchise she hosts, and I love my All-Star 2 sister Kim, so I might have to keep an eye on this one.
Well, hello world. My name is Icy, and I am coming to you from Cartoon Drag Race Toontown, Season 2, the best season may I add. What can I say about me? Well, you're looking at the best villain ever. Well, there might be one or two better than me, but let's just say I'm the best villain out of all the international queens and franchises. And oh my god, is that really him? As in the him. I'm absolutely starstruck right now. Him is a drag legend, and the Mode Squad was one of my inspirations for me starting drag, so I'm so shocked he's here. Wow, I lost my train of thought for a second seeing him. But I'll be bringing high fashion looks to the competition. I'm an actress, I can act fake around these bitches if I have to. I just won't let them know my plans, because that was my downfall on my season. But that will not happen again, and I will bring the crown home.
Him and Icy hug. Him introduces himself to Icy. Icy tells him she's very aware who he is, and he and the Mode Squad is the reason she does drag today. Him, shocked, looks her up and down, and said at least it's amazing drag. Icy laughs, and thanks him, and said this is so crazy that this is actually happening. Him nodded. Icy asks what made him come back for a third time. Him said he wants to prove that he doesn't have to rely on the Mode Squad and that he can win by himself. Icy nodded and said he's definitely going to be competition and asked about forming an alliance. Him said he's not interested in an alliance, but he will have her back in the competition. Icy said that's fair enough, and she will also have his back. They speculate who else could be here. Him said maybe Angelwoman. Icy said could be Princess Daisy, she was on both Cartoon Drag Race and Toontown. Him said they will have to wait and see. They both continue chatting until the next queen arrives.
I am still in shock that I'm in the same competition as him. This is crazy, but I did offer an alliance, and was basically turned down, and him said he will have my back, and I will have his. But I understand, he wants to do this solo, but it's a dangerous game, when we are deciding your fate and not RuPaul. Oh, the acting skills are coming in great already.
Your Miss Congeniality is here. And I hope you like spinach puffs.
Oh wow, it's Kronk. I never thought he would be here. Me and Kronk have some history. It's good history, because he's one of Yzma's best Judies, and Yzma is part of his squad, so that makes me and Kronk friends. That's good for me. My social game is growing by the minute. I got Icy, who I have inspired, and now my friend Kronk. Excellent.
Oh great, it's this guy. How long will it be until Mexico is mentioned, huh? And no, I don't want no damn spinach puffs. They make me break out.
Well, hi again. It's me, Kronk. I am originally from Cartoon Drag Race Mexico Season 1, and I promise that will be the only time I mention that haha. And I was personally selected by RuPaul to join Season 8 when she judged an episode of, Cartoon Drag Race Mexico. And then I went on to Season 8 where I kinda was just there not really doing anything. I didn't win a challenge, but I did win the title of Miss Congeniality. And I will continue bringing kindness and being congenial on the world stage and hopefully secure myself a win. And is that Musa? No, For a second, I thought she was back, and I was about to walk out the door. But I do see him. And we are good friends. Him and Edna Mode came to Yzma's lab one day. I got to pull the sacred lever. Luckily, it was the correct lever this time. Because Lord knows what would have happened if I ruined an Edna Mode one of a kind. On the actual Edna Mode.
Kronk is welcomed by him and Icy. He offers them a hug. Icy said no thanks. Kronk asks her why. Icy said it's just a lot and it reminds her of Sackboy, who was overly positive on her season and it was hell being around so much positivity. Kronk laughing said you can't be too positive. Icy laughing said to them both, they don't understand they weren't there. Kronk laughing, hugs him, and said it's amazing to see him again. Him said it has been a while and said it was great seeing Kronk again. Icy asked are they close? Kronk said yes, very close actually, they're practically drag family. Him nodded and said that Kronk is an unofficial member of the Mode Squad. Icy said, kinda like Cusco. Him eye rolls and said please do not mention his name again. They all laugh. Icy asked Kronk would you send him home? Kronk said no. Icy then asked him, but just as he was about to say another queen enters the workroom.
Hey Map, can you show me some busted drag queens? Oh, they are here?
Busted? Bitch, look at yourself, before you try and come for me.
Oh my god, Mexico in the house. I am so happy to see Diego. We worked a show together recently, and he did say he would see me soon. I didn't realize he was coming here. I'm so happy he's here. He's gonna be one to watch.
Hello world, my name is Diego, and I am from Cartoon Drag Race Mexico Season 3. I made it pretty far on that season, but this time I will make it to the very end. And I see Kronk is here. Oh great, he has brought so much shame to Mexico, especially when he was non-stop mentioning our franchise, when he was chosen by RuPaul to go and make it big, but never did. But it is still good to have an ally here, since these queens probably won't know who I am, and I plan on dominating this season and bringing the crown home.
Diego is welcomed by all the queens. Icy looked to Diego, and asked who is he calling busted? Diego laughing, said he was only joking. Icy said he better had been, and it would be a shame if he was the one to go home first now wouldn't it? Diego apologized, and said he just was trying to make a good impression. Him said it was a good impression because he got us talking about the entrance line. Kronk looks to Diego, and said it's all okay and he hugs Diego, saying it's great seeing him again. Diego nodded and said to Kronk he did say he would see him again. Kronk laughing said he didn't realize he would see him here. Diego looking to Kronk asked what was it like being judged by RuPaul. Kronk smiling, said it was amazing and he can't wait to see RuPaul again. Diego then looks to Icy and asked the same question. Icy rolls her eyes, and said she hasn't been judged by RuPaul. Diego stunned, said this isn't All Stars? And he wasn't personally chosen like Kronk? Icy shakes her head and said no sweetie you're not that good, and this is versus the world, and Toontown will be taking this crown.
Oops, looks like I touched a little nerve with that one queen. I don't know her. I don't really want to get to know her if she's acting this way. I've met queens like her before, they don't scare me. She will be the first one I'll be sending home, if I get that opportunity.
To all the queens around the globe, I've brought you a message from the stars. Your makeup is terrible.
Hey now, my makeup has improved a lot since my season haha. I learned a lot from Gwen and Candace Flynn.
Oh sweetie, my makeup is the best in the room. I serve mug for days, for weeks, for years. I could walk down the street and not get clocked. Not a soul can clock my dear.
Hi there, I'm Ione, and I can't believe I'm actually here at Cartoon Drag Race. I'm so thankful that I was one of the lucky few chosen for this season, and I am so happy to be the only representative from Cartoon Drag Race Philippines. Thank you to the twins for giving me that platform. But you could not even grasp the power and talent I had for that season, and I know RuPaul will. On my season I started off amazing, I was on top form, and then I was just underappreciated by the hosts. Wait, hold on a second, is that him? From the Mode Squad, I am in the presence of a legend. I am not worthy of breathing his air. Wow, the only queen to get me feeling like this is Lola. She's my all-time icon diva mother, and I know she won't be here, but I am happy to know she has walked in this room many times and I am breathing some air she was breathing. I am ready to bring this crown to the Philippines.
Ione is welcomed by the queens, and she tells him how much she loves him in the Mode Squad. Him thanks her. Ione said he doesn't know how much he and the Mode Squad mean to her. Icy looking to Ione, and told her she said the same thing. Him looking at both of them and starts to get emotional. Kronk asked is he okay? Him said he is fine, he's just not used to getting so much love and respect and he appreciates them both. Ione looking to Kronk and asked Kronk about being on a season with her idol, Lola. Kronk chuckling said, it was an experience alright. Diego looks to Ione and said Lola is your idol? Ione nods and said she even met her when she came to the Philippines. Kronk asked how did it go? Ione said it went well, very well. Diego said of all people to idolize, why her? Before Ione could speak another queen enters the workroom.
Your Pollywood starlet has arrived, and she's ready to sweep the awards.
Ugh, it's her. Little Polly Pocket, I thought I was going to be the only Toontown queen here, but no, here she comes. Was Judy Jetson not available? Not even stupid little sack boy. Fine, whatever. The last time we both were in the same room together we were auditioning for a part in a commercial, and of course if you're a little blondie, you get more of an advantage in the industry and the part you wanted. I'm scrapping my plans to eliminate Diego first, because my eyes have moved on to the next target.
Hey everyone, it's me Polly Pocket. I come to you from Toontown Season 1, and it's great to finally be sat in this confessional booth. I was actually supposed to be here on Season 8, but things changed and I unfortunately got swapped at the last minute for Candace Flynn, and no hard feelings to you Candace, I do love you. And I am so thankful for Kim Possible for giving me the opportunity to showcase what I can do at Toontown. I love you Kim, you really looked out for me and I am honored to be here representing our franchise. But I do see Icy, and she doesn't look happy. She's probably already told you about our last run-in, but we both auditioned for the same commercial and I got the part. She got a little mad and slashed my tires. Well, I can't prove it was her, but it's kinda convenient. But I see a lot of queens here and a lot of new sisters I am eager to meet.
Polly is welcomed by all the queens except for Icy. Diego asks do they know each other? And is there any drama between them? Icy looks to him and said what gives you that impression? Diego said it's because you wouldn't give Polly a hug like everyone else? Polly said she's not bothered about her and said it's good to see you again Icy. Icy said likewise and rolls her eyes. Ione said you gotta fill us in. Icy looks to Polly and said you wanna tell them? Polly said sure, and tells the queens that both her and Icy auditioned for a Trixie Cosmetics commercial, advertising her new makeup palette, Snow Bunny. Polly then tells them that Icy got jealous that Trixie Mattel chose her over Icy, then as Icy was leaving the building she slashed Polly's tires. The queens gasped. Icy said she wasn't jealous and that never happened, and that the homeless man across the street can vouch for her, that it wasn't her. Him said that was anticlimactic. Polly laughed and said yes it was something so little that Icy still holds a grudge against her. Icy said, it isn't often you get to work with Trixie Mattel. Kronk said he would rather work with Katya, and they laugh until the next queen walks in.
Are you ready for Hurricane Delmas? Bitches.
Oh wow, it's Sissy. She's from was it Toon Madness? You know the one with Blaney? She was wild on her season. The way she came for Garchomp was iconic. She's gonna be one to watch. I know I won't get on her bad side.
Hello, it's Sissy Delmas, and I'm here all the way from Yzma's basement where we filmed Toon Madness before she was cancelled. I'm the diva of Toon Madness Season 2, and the shadiest bitch in all of Katic. I'm known for the read that was heard around the world, when I completely vaporized that loser Garchomp. On my season, I was awarded the shadiest queen. Blake may have taken the crown, but Julie and I got most of the fame, so I think we know who really won that season. These basic bitches are going to underestimate me because I left like 5th, and that's going to work to my advantage. Underestimate me to your own detriment, because hero or villain, no one wants to be on my bad side. People may think I'm just looks, but I'm also brains. And these losers are going to learn the hard way. Get ready, because the reign of Sissy is upon you.
Sissy is welcomed by the queens. She looks them up and down and said clearly the competition has finally arrived. Him, laughing said sweetie I don't know you, but you should know me, and he's the only one in this room who have made a finale, how about you? Sissy laughing, said well that was how long ago. And can you even keep up with the queens these days? Him, chuckling said to Sissy she really don't want to mess with him, because he will happily send her ass home. Sissy said likewise. Icy looks at her, and said you're all talk for a queen who barely made it past safe. Sissy said she had a lot of idiots on her season, that's why. Icy laughing, said the excuses are coming already. Sissy said they're not excuses they're facts, and the facts are she will be the queen of the world, and the rest of them will bow to her. Kronk said they shouldn't be arguing with each other, it's day one. Sissy said if he can't handle the shade then get out. Kronk laughing said he can handle shade, he was on a season with the shadiest queen to ever walk through these doors. Sissy laughing, said she's on another level. Diego said she's just looking for her 15 minutes of fame and to ignore her. Icy looked to Diego and said she didn't like him when he entered the workroom, but now they're neutral. Diego, confused said okay then, and another queen is seen walking through the door.
All eyes on me in the center of the ring. The fashion clown is back, bitches.
Oh my god, it's Nikolai. The competition has truly picked up now. He was gone so soon on his season and he was a force. Could have possibly have taken the crown, to be honest. I'm a little worried for these queens who haven't watched his season. Oh no, not Nikolai. We were on the same season together and I'd say we got on, but he was honestly a little weird for me. And he was also a strong competitor, but not as strong as me. I lasted one more episode than he did. So I know he's gonna be shocked to see me here.
Well, hello world, it is your fashion clown of the Philippines. Not the doo-doo clown mess of the Philippines. That role goes to Ione, which I am kinda shocked to see her here, to be honest. But I know I can form a little alliance with her. By an alliance I mean just use her for my advantage in this game. Because let's face it, she wasn't competition on my season, and she won't be competition here. But speaking of competition, holy shit, him is here. This is the talent I expected to see here and the talent I need to get rid of before he gets me. Looking around the room, there are questionable queens, Kronk, Sissy Delmas, but Sissy looks good. Must have been from the money she gets from her online following. It's an improvement from her season. I loved it. Julie was robbed. And speaking of robberies, I was very much robbed of my season and I won't let that happen here. This is the world stage and I am going to bring world class to this competition.
Nikolai is greeted by all the queens. He looks at Ione and said he can't believe she is actually here. Ione giggling said believe it, she's back. Nikolai laughs and said it's gonna be great being together again and they're seasoned sisters. Ione smiled and said alliance? The queens looked to her. Nikolai told her to shush and then winked at her. Him, looking at Nikolai, said he's sickening. Nikolai thanks him and said it means a lot coming from someone of his status. Icy looking to Sissy and said that's how you treat a legend like him. Sissy just scoffs at her. Nikolai said was Sissy being a bitch again? Sissy eye rolls and said yes, what about it? Nikolai chuckling said they won't have to worry about her, she's not a threat and to trust him. The queens all laugh. Sissy said you're underestimating what she can do and to watch out. Nikolai laughing said he's just kidding to Sissy and said he can't wait to see what she can do here. Sissy just smiles.
Mother has arrived again and again and again.
Not this grandma again. What is it now, 4 times? 4 times a flop, more like.
Oh wow, Lois Griffin, back so soon? She does have the nerve alright, the nerve RuPaul is looking for, but I also have nerve, and charisma, and uniqueness and also the talent, haha. But girl, this is a little crazy to have Lois back for a 4th time. I was expecting someone like Angelwoman, Leela or Princess Peach. She just won Miss Nintendo after all.
Well, we must stop meeting like this, haha. It is I, Lois Griffin, and I am back for now a record-breaking 4th time, and I will say, 4th time will be the charm for me, because I have grown so much since my last appearance, which was All Stars 4, I was robbed. I had the mind games of Lola, who wasn't even on that season, get to me from behind a TV screen, and it was a girl group challenge that sent me home. I mean, come on now, I look like I belong in a girl group. But enough of that, I've come back with a stronger mind, and a better drag. I reached for those stars and I did in fact become one. Now I can see the looks on these queens' faces and it's hilarious. I haven't got a clue who majority of them are, I only know him, and Kronk, but it'll be great getting to know these queens.
Lois is greeted by the queens. Sissy said she will ask the question on everyone's mind. Lois said and what is that? Sissy said why are you back? Lois laughing said she knew this would come up eventually and said she just loves competing, she's a very competitive queen. Ione said where was that on All Stars 4? Nikolai smirks and said to Ione where did that come from? Ione laughing said well Lois is the #1 enemy for her. Lois confused said she doesn't even know her? Ione said well you're Lola's #1 enemy and Lola is her idol. Lois eye rolls and said that bitch got what she deserved. Ione said and so did you. Lois looking to him, and said is she for real? Him shrugs his shoulders chuckling and said he doesn't know. Polly Pocket looking around the room and said is this House of Villains or Drag Race? Diego laughing said everyone is trying to be a villain these days. Sissy agreed and said she's the only true villain here.
Versus the world? Make way for your reigning Miss Cartoon Continental. Bitches.
What the actual fuck is she doing here? I knew something fishy was going on when I was offered to come back. RuPaul, you really pissed me off. How could you do this to me? You know very well about our history, and you still brought her here. You only care about ratings than my well-being? I'm really tempted to pull a Wiggum around here. I need Stabby Joe here, pronto.
Oh, I guess I'll be withdrawing my last comment, haha. I can't believe she's actually here, to be honest. I think Lois Griffin is losing her mind. You might want to check on her.
Oh my god, Lola. That's my season sister right there. Well, I probably have the strongest social gains here, first him. Then Diego, Polly Pocket, who was supposed to be on my season, and now Lola. Thank you, RuPaul.
Well, look who's back. It's your favorite villain's favorite villain. I'm Lola, from the iconic Season 8 and from the disastrous All-Stars 3. I say that with love, of course. When I got eliminated by that little Griffin Sprague, the season went downhill. At least I eliminated Meg Griffin and broke the hearts of all the viewers, and I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Why versus the world? Why not? I hear Musa is on the panel and I might get some special treatment, haha. Well, I guess not, because it didn't work out for Aisha, now did it? Up Musa and her professionalism. Be more like Daphne, will you? Well, since I was gone, I've been crowned Miss Cartoon Continental, something I didn't sleep with any judges for, unlike some. Florges. But I see my favorite person in the whole world is here. Fun. I promise I won't hit her, this time. I'm under contract again, and I see Kronk. Has he mentioned Mexico yet? I'm excited to listen to that every damn minute in my ear. I'm looking around the room and I'm honestly not gagging at the so-called talent. I guess it's time to meet the so-called talent. Ugh, I see that little squirrel has followed me here as well. Compose yourself, Lola.
Lola is greeted by all the queens except for Lois. Ione is freaking out and said to Lola it's an honor to be in her presence again. Lola eye rolls and said everyone looks, good. Him, laughing, said you haven't changed at all, have you? Lola laughing looked to him, and said neither has his drag, so. Lois said to Lola you're one to talk. Lola laughing said she's Miss Continental, and you? A jailbird. Lola then asks Lois how was prison. Lois shook her head and said was great, she met a great friend in Stabby Joe, and said to Lola she should meet her one day. Lola laughing said sure, when she buys a ticket to her upcoming winners tour. Diego laughing said, someone's a little confident, aren't they? Lola looking him up and down said, someone's confident coming out the house looking a mess. Kronk said to Lola maybe it's best not to get on anyone's bad side right now. Lola looked to Kronk and said no offense, but she's not going to take any advice from the most mediocre queen on their season, and even Sailor Moon was better than him. Kronk taken aback said don't you mean Saturn? Lola laughing said, Moon, Saturn, Mars, Earth, Venus, whatever, she doesn't care. Polly said she's kinda glad she wasn't accepted onto season 8 now being in the same room as Lola. Lola laughing said it's a shame because you would have been relevant then. Sissy smiling said to Lola it's going to be a lot of fun here, isn't it? Lola sarcastically said yes sure, and starts sniffing. The queens confused asked her is she okay? Lola said can you not smell that? It's the smell of bad drag queens, and it reeks, then laughed.
Wow, that Lola, she's gonna get on my bad side already. I think I left the house looking great, but I really couldn't give a damn what she thinks honestly. She's not RuPaul.
Hello, hello, hello!
Oh my god, it's RuPaul, in the flesh, which can only mean one thing. The competition has finally started, and looking around the full cast, I got this in the bag. I got a couple queens I gotta keep an eye out for, but I'm ready to slay this first challenge.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Cartoon Drag Race vs. the World. You are the lucky chosen 10 queens to take part in this monumental season. 4 of you I have personally judged, multiple times actually, and 6 of you I have not, and have the pleasure to get to know what type of drag you will bring and display on the main stage. But don't you think 10 queens is a little short for a season such as this?
I smell a stunt. Do we have more queens coming? Another bad drag queen most likely?
Please welcome to Versus the World, from Cartoon Drag Race Toon Madness.
Toon Madness? That's my franchise, but who? Oh my god, is it Blanley?
Wait, I thought I was getting auditioned for the pit crew.
Oh my god, it's Bill Anderson, Toon Madness's resident judge. What the hell is he doing here?
Hi, I'm Bill Anderson. I'm the resident judge and resident mustache of Cartoon Drag Race Toon Madness. I've watched, judged, and critiqued the queens from Toon Madness, but what business do I have judging if I can't do what I preach? So I am here to throw my mustache into the ring. I'm definitely going to be the trade of the season. I'm a comedic queen. Expect jokes, reads, and the occasional stunt. On the runway, I'm very formal, but I'm not above showing a little body here and there. These girls better be ready, because I may be daddy behind the judges panel, but on the main stage, I'm mother.
Welcome Bill darling. Wow, what a man. I think I'm about to flood my basement. Now I just don't think we have enough queens. How about one more?
One more? Oh, please don't be Judy Jetson. It's bad enough here with Icy. We don't need another queen like her. Oh, what if it's Ron Stoppable or Monique from Toontown, if we are bringing in judges to compete?
Please welcome to the competition. Coming from Cartoon Drag Race, France.
What the hell is France? Is it a franchise they have in the Kia Asylum? Never heard of it. Oh, it's the Pig in the Wigs show. It's probably some nobody bring her on.
From winning Cartoon Drag Race France Season 2, to mothering Cartoon Drag Race versus the world. Oh dear, I fear that I just am that girl.
Oh my god, a winner. Like an actual winner. Talia is the winner of the second season of France, and my god, she's going to be major competition.
Well, bonjour, girly pops. It's me, Talia, and I'm your winner of the second season of Cartoon Drag Race France. If Star Me can come back as a winner for All Stars 3, then why can't I? And oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting to see RuPaul up close for the first time, instead of on a TV screen. She gave us a little video message at our finale, but seeing her in real life feels like a dream of mine is coming true. I see a lot of these queens have no idea who I am, and that's how I like it. I can't wait to show these queens why I was crowned as the second winner of France.
Welcome Talia darling. Now the competition has officially started. For your very first Maxi Challenge, you will bring your talent to the world stage. We are throwing a worldwide talent show. Now good luck, and don't fuck it up. See you on the main stage.
Wow, hearing those words in person is amazing. It just doesn't feel real right now, and being in the room with my idol Lola is amazing. I keep giving her eye contact and smiling at her, but I think I'm creeping her out a little. But I hope she will let me join her workstation, fingers crossed.
Sissy, Icy, Nikolai, Lola and Ione are all gathered round and discussing the other queens and also discussing the upcoming talent show. Nikolai looks to Sissy and said to her, "Is she gagged that her judge Bill Anderson is here?" Sissy said she would never expected to see him honestly and thought Blaney would be here instead. Lola asks, does anyone else find Bill so hot? Ione raised her hand. Lola rolls her eyes and asks, anyone else? Icy said he's cute, but isn't he married? Lola smirking said that hasn't stopped her before and winks at Lois. They all laugh. Icy said to Lola, how are you finding being in the same room as Lois Griffin? Lola said it's gross, and she hopes Lois being a bad drag queen doesn't rub off on her. Nikolai chuckling, said it's too late. Lola looks to him and laughs. Icy, looking to Nikolai and asks him would he send home Ione considering they're both from the Philippines? Nikolai said no he wouldn't. Ione thanks him and said she wouldn't either. Lola said you'd have to win a challenge first. They all laugh.
Oh, I would absolutely send her home. She's a disgrace to the Philippines and a disgrace to this competition. But I'm keeping her around, because she's easily manipulated. I mean, some could say she's the next Sailor Saturn, since she's obsessed with Lola. And speaking of, I need to have a little word with her. She's disrespected my franchise, and my hosts many times on Twitter. And I take pride in my franchise. We are a top-tier show and we have top-tier queens. Well, minus a couple, but I would like to talk to her about her comments.
Lola looking to Ione and said have she met her before, she looks familiar? Ione beaming with joy said yes, we met in the Philippines when you were touring the world as Miss Continental, and Ione mentions following Lola to a museum. Sissy said that's so cute. Ione said it was, and then Lola spat in her face. The queens gasped. Lola taken aback said she would never do anything like that, she must have dreamt it. Ione confused said she could have been in a daze. Lola looked to her and said don't you ever mention that again because it's not true. Ione apologizes.
Well, I might have told a little lie. Yes, I did spit in her face. The bitch kept following me around when I was doing a press tour. Gosh, she's so annoying, but she reminds me of my dear Sailor Moon. So stupid, so vulnerable, so easy to control. I gotta be nice to this rat, she could be the key to my crown.
Sissy, looking to Icy and said she wants to apologize for coming off so strong. Icy said it's fine. Sissy said she just wanted to establish herself as the top villain, and then Lola walked in and it was game over. Lola laughing winked at her and said you can call yourself the top villain when you win Villain of the Year at the awards. Icy asked what everyone is doing for their talents. Sissy said she's gonna be doing baton twirling, and grabs her baton and starts to practice. Icy said to her to be careful. Sissy said she will, she's a pro. Nikolai chuckling said he's going to be doing acrobatic trapeze. Ione is amazed, and said she can't wait, then said she's going to be doing tearaway reveals. Lola looked to her and said, that's pretty basic and safe, isn't it? It's your first challenge in front of RuPaul and you're doing that? And then says, I guess that's what your little twink of a host expects, basicness. Nikolai looking to Lola and said he needs to talk to her about how she's treated the Philippines queens and franchise in general. Lola said she doesn't care about that sewage show. Nikolai said he can change her mind. Lola curious said how? Nikolai said to watch his talent show and she will be amazed by Filipino drag. Lola said she will give it a watch, just because she has no choice, and said she owes it to her new bestie Kajamain Rin. Nikolai smiles and asked what is she doing for her talent show. Lola said she's gonna be reading and roasting the queens and judges. Icy said that's brave, isn't it? Lola said when you're as good as me at roasting bitches, you'll get this challenge in the bag, and said she's gonna go see Kronk to apologize for earlier. Just as Lola gets up she knocks the table, which distracts Sissy and her baton twirling, and her baton hits Icy in her head. The queens gasp and Nikolai calls for a medic, who brings in a first aid kit.
Oh shit, I was doing so good, and just that slight distraction caused me to lose my focus, and I accidentally hit Icy in her head, and I could see Bill looking over to me. It's just weird we are competing together, but I need to check on Icy to see if she's okay. I'm kinda hoping she's not and she gotta leave, because, well, that's one less queen in my way.
Nikolai starts applying first aid to Icy's head. Sissy apologizes to Icy and said she lost focus. Icy looks to her and said she told her to be careful. Sissy said she was, but the table was knocked. Ione asked how's her head. Icy giggling said no complaints, but she will be fine, and asked where did Lola go. Nikolai said to check on Kronk. Icy said with Lois Griffin on table as well. Nikolai smirking said yes. Icy laughs and thanks Nikolai for his help, and Nikolai tells her no problem and to keep in her mind who helped her and who hit her. Sissy just looks to him. Nikolai smiles.
Wow, my head hurts. Fucking Sissy. I told that bitch to be careful but she didn't listen to me. And thank you Nikolai for your help. Now my talent show I think I'm gonna have to change, because I was going to be doing gymnastics. But I think that may be too much, and I gotta take it easy, so I might have to play it safe and go with a simple lip sync. I mean if it can work for Aisha on season 11, it can work for me. I'm a great lip syncer after all.
Kronk, Diego, Lois Griffin and Polly Pocket are gathered round talking about the upcoming challenge. Polly looking to Lois and said to her she took part in the very first talent show on season 1, right? Lois nods and said she played the autoharp. Diego asked her what is she doing now. Lois said she's gonna be playing the piano this time round. Diego asked is she any good? Lois laughing said she's a piano teacher and they call her the Beethoven of drag. Kronk said really? Beethoven? Lois nods and said it's true. They all giggle. Diego asked Kronk is he feeling okay after what Lola said? Kronk said he feels a little down, because she's his seasoned sister and thought they were closer than that. Lois looking to Kronk said don't you ever believe a word that bitch says, she's full of, and just before Lois could finish, Lola approaches their workstation.
Now what the hell does this bitch want now, huh? Coming to sabotage? Coming to get in my head? Girl, get out of here. I'm still so pissed she's even here. She should be in a jail cell, not in this workroom.
Lola looking to Lois and said full of what? Lois shouts at her full of shit. Lola laughing said the only thing she's full of is Peter Griffin's love and winked at her. Then looking to Kronk and said she feels really bad from what she said earlier, and said she doesn't mean any of it, and said he's 10 times better than that sailor person. Kronk thanks her and said it really was playing on his mind, because he thought they got on great. Lola said they do, and hugs Kronk, and gives him a kiss on the cheek, then tells him she missed him. Kronk thanks Lola. Lola then asks what is he doing for his talent show. Kronk said bodybuilding. Diego said that's impressive. Lola agreed and said that's hot, and she can't wait, then looks to Diego and asked him. Diego said he's going to be doing stand-up comedy. Lola said, do you think you're funnier than me? Diego asked her if she is doing comedy. Lola said she's gonna be roasting you bitches, and looked to Lois, and said especially you my dear, easy target and laughed. Lois shook her head. Lola asked her what is she doing. Diego chimed in and said she's playing piano. Lois eye rolls. Polly said to Diego, Lois probably didn't want her to know. Diego apologizes. Lola smiling said piano? Lois said yes, the piano, she's the Beethoven of drag after all. Lola burst out laughing said no one has ever said that, and then finally asks Polly, who said she's gonna be singing and playing guitar. Kronk said singing live? Polly nodded and said she got a great voice. Lola looking to Polly said it would be a shame if some strings got cut on that guitar of yours now, wouldn't it? Polly nervous said she wouldn't. Lola laughing said no, of course not, those days are gone, and wished everyone luck, then left their workstation.
I'm feeling great. Lola came and apologized to me. I knew she wouldn't mean such things. Because we were pretty close on our season, we have that bond. And I am ready to show off my physique, and show off my bodybuilding. And maybe after this season, I can apply for Pit Crew, haha.
Him, Talia, and Bill Anderson are gathered together, Talia looking to him, and said he's probably heard this before, but he's such an inspiration for a queen like her. Him thanked Talia and said to her that she's sickening, and he actually watched her season and was very impressed. Talia shocked said, "You really watched my season?" Him, laughing said yes, it was chaotic, and he loves chaos. Bill, looking to Talia and said, "You're a winner, right?" Talia nodded. Bill asked, "Why did you come back? And are you worried about your track record being tainted?" Talia said the producers were in Paris, looking for a French representation for the season, and luckily she was in the right place at the right time, and then looked to Bill and said there are very tough competition here, but no one here has won a crown like she has, and she wants to be the first to win 2 crowns, then asked Bill why did he come to compete. Bill said he wanted to compete because he has years of experience doing drag, but was always behind a judge's panel, and actually wanted the experience of competing in a competition, and what better place than the world stage. Talia asks what are they doing for their talent shows. Him said he's going to be doing a tearaway reveal. Bill said isn't that what Ione is doing? Him said probably, but he will be much better, and laughs. Talia said she's doing a magical fashion show. Him, intrigued, said 3 fashion performances, interesting. Talia said very interesting. Bill laughing said he's gonna be doing a burlesque, but a funny sexy version. Talia said she can't wait already, and they start preparing their performances. Lola, Talia, Bill Anderson slayed the challenge.
I'm so impressed with how my magic fashion show turned out. It was a crazy concept, but the judges were absolutely living for it, as were the queens. I think I made a good impression, and I think I could be one of the top 2. It's going to be close, girly pops.
Nikolai, him, Ione, Diego, Icy had a great performance.
I honestly had those judges living for my trapeze. I really showed what Filipino drag can do, and as I finished my performance, I glanced over at Lola and I can tell she was amazed. This is what I do best, and that's put on a show.
Even though my head is throbbing, I still managed to give a great performance. I even see RuPaul give a smile when my performance was over. I don't know if the smile was because she loved it, or because it was over. All I know, I shouldn't be in the bottom tonight.
Sissy Delmas, Kronk, Polly Pocket had a good performance.
So, I loved my song and luckily no strings were cut, but I gave a little country number, and the judges just wasn't living for the hee-haw stuff. I hope I haven't proven to RuPaul that she was right to not cast me for season 8. I really hope I am not in the bottom tonight.
I'm really disappointed in myself with my performance. It was good. I didn't drop anything this time. Sorry, not sorry, Icy. But the judges just didn't live for my performance, and I came in with this massive ego. And for what? I know these queens will be laughing at me, and hoping I do land in the bottom.
Lois Griffin flopped the challenge.
I'm actually furious, so I'm last to go out for the talent show. I sit at my piano ready to play my masterpiece, and wouldn't you know, my keys have been tampered with. I wonder who messed with my piano. I'm honestly so over her and her sabotage. Clearly she hasn't changed, and I can't even prepare a lip sync to save myself. I'm very worried.
Welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race vs. the World. Please let me introduce to you our panel tonight. Up first, she is fashion icon and season 8 champion. She is Musa. Welcome back, darling. Up next, one of our rotating judges this season, the host of Cartoon Drag Race Toontown and Drag Race alumni. Please welcome Kim Possible. And our extra special guest judge, comedy legend, she is Medea. Welcome, judges. Tonight our queens gave us a talent show fit for the world stage. Now racers, start your engines and may the best drag queen win. Now let the judging commence. Bill Anderson and Lola, congratulations, you are the top 2 of the week.
Oh my god, I am so honored. Thank you, RuPaul. My first ever challenge, and I am one of the top 2. I just showed these queens that Bill Anderson is not here to look good. He's here to win challenges and lip syncs.
Well, what can I say? I'm a hateful bitch, and my roast was amazing. And poor Lois, did you hear her piano was tampered with? Who would do such things, haha? But thank you, RuPaul. This means a lot. I love you.
Talia, him. Great job this week, you are both safe.
This is a great start for me. I gave one of the best talent shows, and I'm in the top. Would have loved to be top 2. But Bill was very funny and sexy, and I haven't gotten to know her yet. But I know she's quite the character, and Lola was pretty funny. So congrats both. I'll happily take this top spot.
I haven't lost it at all. I was very proud of my tierway performance. I could see Ioni's eyes light up because I did it a bit better than her. Well, when I say a bit, I meant a lot better. I'm starting off great and I didn't need the mode squad for this placement. Thank you, RuPaul.
Sissy Delmaz, Lois Griffin and Polly Pocket, you are the bottom queens. Sissy Delmaz, you are safe.
Thank you so much. I could actually cry. I can't believe my first time ever being in front of RuPaul and I'm one of the bottom queens. This is my wake-up call. I will prove to these queens I am a threat. And I will be the biggest threat in this competition.
Time has come for you to lip sync for the world.
After talking with both Bill and Lola, let's just say I have more confidence in Bill than I do with Lola. This is not how I imagined my first time in front of RuPaul, and to top it off, my franchise host, Kim Possible, is sitting right there. Kim, I am so sorry for letting you down.
Well, I done all I can. I didn't even bother speaking with Lola, because she's lucky security was there, because I would have happily hit her again, contract or no contract. But I did have a great conversation with Bill and I did offer him an alliance, which he said he will take. So I just need him to win this lip sync and send Polly Pocket home. Sorry girl, I think you're sweet, but you're not ready for a competition like this.
The lip sync song is My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. Lola had a great lip sync, Bill Anderson had a good lip sync.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Lola.
You're a winner, baby. With great power comes great responsibility.
Lola.
Which queen have you chosen to get the chop?
RuPaul, this decision is a hard one for me. Both of these queens are so talented. I'm sorry, I couldn't even believe those words left my mouth. I'm kidding, haha. Both of these queens are terrible drag queens and I'm shocked they even got the call to be on this season. To be honest, I would happily send them both home, but I only have one lipstick. And the queen's lipstick I have chosen tonight is Lois Griffin, my best friend.
As it is written, so it shall be done.
Lois Griffin.
You are and will always be a global phenomenon. Now, sashay away.
Thank you once again, RuPaul, for giving me this opportunity. I do really love you, and to that bitch, I'll be waiting for you in the car park with Stabby Joe. Now I'm off to do some groceries.
Thank you for watching. Due to time length, there unfortunately won't be an Untucked this episode, but next episode things will be back to normal with lipstick deliberations and Untucked. Thank you once again, and please like, comment and subscribe, it really helps the channel. Now let the music play.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.